Hey PCC kids! I know that all of you guys are back in school, which super fun, right? I know it's totally different. Some of you guys might be doing school at home for the first time, and now your mom is your teacher. How cool is that? So cool. In fact, when I was your guys' age, my mom was my teacher, and my dad was my principal, which was a little scary, but it worked out great. We had an awesome time. And I know some of you guys are going back to school, like actually in school, which is also really exciting. But I know some of you guys are maybe a little bit nervous about a few of the things that are changing this year, because school is totally different than it ever has been before. Some of you guys might be a little bit nervous about wearing masks all day at school, which I totally get. It's different, it's new, and it might make you nervous. Some of you guys are like, well, I don't get to eat lunch in the cafeteria anymore, so what am I gonna do? How will I talk to my friends? It's different, and I know that's a little bit scary. Some of you guys even might be a little bit nervous about having school at home, because then when do you see everybody? I know, it's hard, but you know what? God promises this amazing promise. He says that he is never, ever going to leave you. And I know that might seem a little hard to believe, but there's actually some really amazing stories right in the Bible about how God never left his people, the Israelites. In fact, some of you guys might know about a guy named Moses. God asked Moses to go and save his people from Egypt because they were all slaves to the Egyptians. They had to work all day long and even into the night sometimes. They worked really hard, and the Egyptians weren't nice to them. They didn't ever help them. They just made them do more and more work, which was not fun at all. And the Israelites, they asked God for help. And you know what? That's when God told Moses to go and save his people. And Moses went to Pharaoh, the head of all the Egyptians, and he said, God has told me that you need to let the Israelites go. And you know, it took a little while. There were some things that happened, some terrifying plagues that made the Egyptians realize how powerful God was. But in the end, they did let the Israelites go. And it wasn't because of Moses, not really. It was because of God, and because of the way that God used Moses to save the Israelites from Egypt. And they all got to go back home. And you know what? While they were going back home, they threw a huge party. They were so pumped because they realized that it was really true. God would never leave them, ever. And I know what you're thinking. Well, I'm not an Israelite and I'm not in slavery, so how does this apply to me? Well, you know what? You are one of God's chosen people. God loves you, and he's never going to leave you. He made that promise not just to the Israelites, but he made that to you as well. So, this week, when you're feeling a little bit nervous about what's going on, about all the new things that you're doing this week, ask God for help. Remember that he is never going to leave you, and he is going to be with you throughout it all, throughout all the new changes. He is a friend that is always by your side. All right, guys, I'll see you this coming Sunday, and I would love it if you would come and join us at our family service at Paulsville Community Church, which is at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be so much fun. And when you come, you got to tell me the weirdest thing that's happening at school this year for you. All right, I hope to see you then.